You can do anything if you have enthusiasm. Vision without execution is just hallucination. Chop your own wood and it will warm you twice. Givers have to set limits because takers rarely do. Don't find fault, find remedy. Anybody can complain. Quality means doing it right when no one is looking. There is no failure except failure to serve one's purpose. You can't build a reputation on what you're going to do. You don't have to hold a position in order to be a leader. The only real mistake is the one which we learn nothing. Education is preeminently a matter of quality, not amount. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. The key to success is to understand one's destiny and do it. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. Whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. You can't learn in school what the world is going to do next year. The greatest things in life is experience. Even mistakes have value. Paying good wages is not charity at all, it is the best kind of business. If everyone is moving forward together, then success takes care of itself. Coming together is a beginning, is progress, working together is success. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. The only prosperity the people can afford to be satisfied with is the kind that lasts. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goal. It has been my observation that people get ahead during the time that others waste. If you always do what you've always done, you will always get what you always got. Those who stop marketing to save money are like those who stop a clock to save time. It has been my observation that most people get ahead during the time that others waste. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. Politics in the true sense have to do with the prosperity, peace and security of the people. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason why so few engage in it. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and when do it. Any man can learn anything he will, but no man can teach except to those who want to learn. Most people spend more time and energy going around problems than in trying to solve them. We are here for experience, and experience is a preparation to know the truth when we meet it. The short successes that can be gained in a brief time and without difficulty are not worth much. Competition whose motive is merely to compete, to drive some other fellow out, never carries very far. Be ready to revise any system, scrap any method, abandon any theory, if the success of the job requires it. Some men may succeed because they are destined to, but most men succeed because they are determined to. What right have you, save service to the world, to think that other men's labor should contribute to your gains? When everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about profits. They will be embarrassingly large. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employer only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. It is regrettable that people think about our monetary system, and of our economic structure, only in times of depression. Most people think that faith means believing something. Oftener it means trying something, giving it a chance to prove itself. You may think the grass is greener on the other side. But if you take the time to water your own grass, it would be just as green. The competitor to be feared is one who never bothers about you at all, but goes on making his own business better all the time. We don't want tradition. We want to live in the present and the only history that is worth a tinker's damn in the history we make today. Our modern industrialism, changed to motives of public service, will provide means to remove every injustice that gives soil for prejudice. The remains of the old must be decently laid away, the path of the new prepared. That is the difference between revolution and progress. As long as we look to legislation to cure poverty or to abolish special privilege, we are going to see poverty spread and special privilege grow. Two classes of people lose money: those who are too weak to guard what they have, those who win money by trick. They both lose in the end. The most closely organized groups and movements in the world are those which have been the least friendly to the people's progress and liberty. Any man who thinks he can be happy and prosperous by letting the government take care of him, better take a closer look at the American Indian. That man is best educated who knows the greatest number of things that are so, and who can do the greatest number of things to help and heal the world. Nothing can be made except by makers, nothing can be managed except by managers. Money cannot make anything and money cannot manage anything. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. The greatest thing in life is to keep your mind young. When people are stung in false investment schemes, there are three causes: greed of something for nothing, sheer inability to know their mind, or infantile trustfulness. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience and ability. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. Many people are busy trying to find better ways of doing things that should not have to be done at all. There is no progress in merely finding a better way to do a useless thing. The gifted man bears his gifts into the world, not for his own benefit, but for the people among whom he is placed, for the gifts are not his, he himself is a gift to the community. If a young man wants to fit himself for the politics of tomorrow, let him fit himself into essential industry for the purpose of learning how best to conduct it for the whole public good. I believe God is managing affairs and that He doesn't need any advice from me. With God in charge, I believe everything will work out for the best in the end. So what is there to worry about? Profits made out of the distress of the people are always much smaller than profits made out of the most lavish service of the people at the lowest prices that competent management can make possible. Enthusiasm is the yeast that makes your hopes shine to the stars. Enthusiasm is the sparkle in your eyes, the swing in your grip of your hand, the irresistible surge of will and energy to execute your ideas. People are never so likely to be wrong as when they are organized, and they never have so little freedom. Perhaps that is why the people at large keep their freedom. People can be manipulated only when they are organized. Which one do you like most? Please write in comments and subscribe to our channel for more.